about remote dueling, Slim.
So it's kind of similar. Like I told you, I was listening to your podcast with Paul
Okay.
when I was working out today, and it was like I really like what he said. So like it has again pros and cons, and I think it's cool for the fact that you can use your real cards, but I think that there's too many issues. There's lag. There's the possibility of cheating. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
I think remote duels should be just with your friends. Like I
Okay.
told, like, you know, my friends that live like up in NorCal, I told them, hey, if you guys ever want to actually do this, like as part of like maybe something we'll do on Twitch or something, like just for fun. Obviously, I trust my friends. You know,
Right.
they're not gonna try and cheat me. You know, like
You'll be
it's a fun
surprised.
experience.
I got
Yeah,
friends
but
that
I'm
might.
like, it's a fun, it's a cool experience. I would think. I know Lewis really likes it. Like,
Oh yeah.
I just wasn't like. I think there's just too many, you know, there's so much talk about how people cheat. Like there's so many issues, you know, the lag being an issue, you know, is your opponent's hand really what it is? You know, do they have cards off to the side? Are they doing shit? You know, I
You
mean,
got put your hands in your pocket, switch your
yeah, yeah,
hand.
yeah, yeah. No, and I mean, it's just like, it's a good alternative, but I think it's kind of like when you have the online simulators, like why would you, outside of playing with real cards, why would you choose one over the other?
Honestly, I don't understand why Konami didn't just like license something that's original for their game and make it come out during this global issue we're
Yeah.
going on.
You would think.
It only makes sense.
Yeah.
Make a contract with the people who made Dueling Book, or heck, buy them out, spend a couple grand on it. They probably sell it for a couple grand, maybe less or whatever, and then just run that for now, because I think that'll be a lot better. And make a server so Konami can see your screen and make sure you screen, like some way to figure it out. They can work out all the technical stuff, but I just don't understand like why we had to do remote dueling. It's just like I'm so tired of hearing the term remote with anything nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm just like I'm over it, bro. I'm just completely done with it.
It's like, to me, like, and I don't think a lot of people bring this up, it's like if they made Duel Links, like how do we not have a real simulator? If Duel Links, if they put all the effort into Duel Links, how do we not have something for the actual card game? I just don't get it. I think that's what blows my mind.
I feel like eventually Duel Links is gonna have like a legacy mode where we play regular Yu-Gi-Oh in it. They're still, I think they slowly trying to wean people into Yu-Gi-Oh because I feel like they already understand that heck, Yu-Gi-Oh is hard as hell to learn. Yeah. The average person is not gonna want to learn Yu-Gi-Oh, but Duel Links is simple. Like I got a coworker, right? Who he might actually be watching this live stream because he subscribed to my channel before. He got back into Yu-Gi-Oh because of Duel Links.
Okay.
I told my Duel Links, he didn't know what it was. He downloaded it, he's been addicted ever since. He saw me playing Dueling Book in the live stream, and he was like, "Man, I'm so confused." And I'm like, "Man,
because it really is different."
Like my son, he's 8. He don't understand regular Yu-Gi-Oh. He was watching me play. He was just like, "Huh?" But I showed him Duel Links. It's a lot simpler. So I think, in my personal opinion, they're probably just gonna like trying to wean people and slowly give them XYZs. And then once they finally have every mechanic, okay, let's do a legacy mode. Now we can play modern Yu-Gi-Oh and do it from your phone. I think
if they do that, if they do that, that'd be huge. That'd be huge if they do that.
How many people got Duel Links downloaded? What, 7 million or something like that?
I don't even know. I mean, I tried it for like 5 minutes and I was just like, I just can't. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's so weird to me. Like, you know, I even played like, you know, I've played in those like sealed events. Like I played in the YCS in San Diego where you had to construct your own deck for Swiss. So like you had to have like a 30 or 20 card deck. I don't even remember. Like I had a pretty broken.
Like when you I remember that was back in 2014 when I got my YCS top. Where
it was draft or I can't remember.
After you make top 32, after top 32, when you go to top 16, you had to draft.
Yeah. It was the only YCS that did this. It was where in Swiss, it was the complete opposite. So you had to play the sealed deck in the Swiss rounds, and then when you made top cut, then you use your real deck. So you see, it was the complete opposite. So
that's weird.
And they never did it again, and it sucks because I really liked it.
I think that was like what 20 probably.
I think it was 2013.
2013, okay.
Because I remember the deck that won. It was my friend Angel Asensio. He won with Mermail. So like you already know that like it's that type of format. But in order to get, and I played him in Swiss. So this is what's so crazy. I played him in Swiss, and I mean his deck. He had freaking Gene Tech Werewolves. He had Forbidden Lances. His deck was insane. Like I thought my deck was really good. I ended up going. I went X2 to the last round. I lost the last round, but like people were trying to, like just trying to get there. It was really hard to actually make it to day 2 because it didn't matter what your score was. There was just like, there were so many factors. It was a weird YCS, but
I think that YCS people were complaining like, oh, the decks that won probably won because the person wouldn't have had to draft, they'd have played in the long event.
Exactly. Well, I mean, there were some crazy decks. Like that's the only deck that the Gishki deck out deck top 32'd. The guy that was famous for the deck made it, made day 2 with the sealed deck, and then he made top 32 playing the Gishki deck out deck. Like it was crazy. Like it was wild because I remember I was going to all the events back then, and I remember that was just a crazy event because it was
like an advanced travel for real. You had like a little crew out.
Yeah. It was me, Cordero, and Kiko back in the day. Okay. Yeah, so it was a long time ago, but
time flies.
Yeah, no, it was a crazy event, but like, no, I think Duel Links is fine if you want to play it. I have nothing against it whatsoever. It's just not for me. Like, it's not going to help me get better as a competitive player. Like, so I can't really utilize it. It's not a tool I can utilize.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, Duel Links for people like us, it's not going to work. But people like Billy Brake, who's a YCS champion /
like
world
four-time, yeah.
He loves it. Does he still play Duel Links? I don't follow John's channel anymore, but does he still play Duel Links, Billy?
Yeah, Billy still plays Duel Links. I know he's not going to play. So when I talked to him, so he came to the 3v3, or I can't remember what event it was. Maybe it wasn't the 3v3, but he was actually back playing competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Just for one event, and he was playing Shadal's when the Shadal structure deck came out. I think maybe it was the UDS. I really don't remember. Like, I just know he popped up. I was going on Swag King.
Swag King.
Yeah, I mean, he's done it all, man. Like he's won. I mean, he won in Europe too. Like, I mean, he beat one of Europe's best players. Like, Billy's done it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. My goal was to just go to Worlds with heroes. I'm like, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna hit a Michael Jordan moment. Yeah. Childhood dream came true. Time to move on to something. I think at that point I can probably say, if I quit, I can quit in peace now.
Yeah, no, everyone was saying that, like, like if you go to Worlds and if you actually win Worlds, like at that point it's kind of like, I mean, you've done it. That's literally, you've reached the pinnacle. Like there's nothing else. But I would still play. I would think it would be wrong.
Even thinking about it right now, as girly as it sounds, I would get super emotional if I won Worlds, because that's literally a childhood dream.
Oh, of course. Well, plus we've never won. The States have never won.
Happy, like, yes.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna be in Japan gonna be looking like, what the fuck wrong with this dude?
Yeah, I know. I think it's sad just because the US has gone to the finals so many times and just hasn't won yet. Mm-hmm. It's gonna happen one of these days. Like, we've gone to the finals multiple years in a row and just couldn't.
Canada won, but it wasn't the US, so it didn't count in my opinion.
Yeah, no, Sahabi, I remember Sahabi won. He was from Canada. He won. So I mean, at least, like, we don't get, I mean, we get close every year. Like, you think like some years, like, you're sending the best players, but it's a totally different experience. Like, I've talked to Pat.
I think it is, though. I remember people saying, like, a lot of the players that are foreign, overseas, not going to call it any country specific, but they say that a lot of them cheat. Like, why do you think US haven't really won, like, a event yet for Worlds?
Well, I mean, I talked to Pat about this when he went, because he went in 2013. I actually went to Worlds myself because it was the year that it was in Vegas.
Okay.
So that was the Dragon Ruler format. So literally you were playing Dragon Ruler, you were playing Spellbooks at Nationals, and then the same thing at Worlds. And he just said, like, everyone thinks, like, okay, you get there, it's a small tournament, but you're playing against the world's best players. Like, they've got things you wouldn't even think of. Like, there was one guy I remember, I can't remember if he was from Taiwan, or I don't want to get it wrong. I don't remember where he was from, but he was main decking triple threatening roar in his Dragon Ruler deck. So that, okay, put up 4 Dragon Rulers, you still can't kill me. And then I just come back and just, run over one Dragon Ruler, Draco sack the other ones, and you can't summon anything next turn. Like, there were so many, like, little cool things. I think they play a completely different game in the OCG. So, like, you're coming onto their turf. So it's different. Like, there's a lot of stress. Like, I thought we sent the best team in 2013. I thought that team was, I mean, we sent Robert Boyage and we sent Patrick Hoban. We sent so many good players. And I mean, they did well, but, like, it's hard. Like